One of the things that, as I'm listening to you right now, that comes to me is how authentically you portrayed yourself. That quite stood out for me, and I'm sure as it did for all the schools that you applied to. There's this thought process that business school is looking for a kind of an applicant. They're amongst the applicants, and they have to fit themselves into that mold. If they're not of that mold, business school or a particular business school is not for them.
Yeah.
I haven't seen various kinds of different people with different aspirations, different thought processes, maybe at Wharton. In your view, how important is it to be true to your own self and authentic in the way that you think and you project yourself in your applications?
Yeah, I think that's how you get people to relate to you, right? Is if you're authentic. Like, there's a certain energy about being authentic that I think comes out in the application, and that is very relatable, and that makes other people want you to be part of the community. And this is also just very clear when in a lot of social hangouts that we had at Wharton, right? And I think a lot of people, like especially in the first 6 months of joining an MBA program, are asking this question of like, how do I be authentic? And we're encouraged to try different techniques. And so you see a lot of people like trying out new things and then seeing what works for them. But I think in terms of the application process, it's very similar in that energy will come out into the application, and that's how you seem like more personable and more like someone that you want on campus. So I would say be authentic. And I don't want that to sound cliche. I do agree that like every school has their culture, right? And that was a big reason why I chose Wharton, is because I was like, this being like so extroverted is a stretch experience for me. Like, it's a part of me to it, like I can do it, but it's a little harder for me. But I still authentically was able to show myself and then be like, this is what I'm going to work on in school. And so I don't think you have to be like a perfect culture fit for the school. I think you just have to understand like, where you are, where the school is, and you're going to find so many people in the community regardless, especially at some of the bigger schools. Like, there are so many introverted people at Wharton, right? Like, it's not like everyone is like that. So there is no mold. And if there was, then it would be really boring for the school. So I don't think that's their goal either, is to find everyone for a certain mold. They want a really diverse class. So I would say play to what makes you unique and how you authentically show up, and then just let all the process work after that.